EA Sports. Up next.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Cleveland Browns and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, so let's just go ahead and get it started. I haven't played this game in a couple of days, so I'll probably be rusty at first. But, you know, it's Madden. You can't be too rusty at it.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Right, so 1 yard.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Right, let's see if we can
and that play was vintage Derek Johnson. Made a play in the backfield. In college, he did as an outside linebacker. Used speed to get to the backfield. Now, a bulked-up inside linebacker with multiple Pro Bowls on his resume.
Dumps it off to Fournette. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there was a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by their rookie quarterback. He is a young pup, just 21 years of age, out of Pompano Beach, Florida. It's Lamar Jackson.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Eluding the pressure right.
Oh my
and his
God.
throw's going to be incomplete.
So
he was looking for John Ross that time. And it's 3rd down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. They find some open field here. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Escaping the pressure right.
No way. What?
His body, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stops short of the 30. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
He'll set up the screen to Fournette.
What the
Fournette,
fuck?
first down, still going.
And, of course, he got the wrong way. Look at that.
Touchdown!
Look at that. Down the wrong way. Every time.
Play there.
Every
His
fucking
touchdown
time.
now
Madden
on
is
the
so
year.
goddamn good.
And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. It was third and medium. They popped the short pass, looking to pick up the first, accomplish that mission, and then they accomplished a lot more on that mission all the way for the score.
Let me focus in on one word you used, pop, right? They popped the short pass, and then what happened after that? They popped the big run. Because now, once he caught it, didn't have anyone else in the vicinity to bring him down, and he takes off, and he kept going. Nice gutsy call, even better execution.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Jackson now. And he will find his man on the outside. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. And they've got it here with a first down.
Leopard! All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Now, check. Patriot. 319.
Let's try to run. Probably not gonna work.
A first down carry for Barkley. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
My tight ends cannot block.
Loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in his first half. It's a first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep bringing it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Manuel.
Throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley.
Oh, man, I almost got that touchdown.
2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
All right, here we go. Number 39.
They'll run for it with Bo Scarborough. And he takes this one in.
Bo Scarborough, first touchdown.
Bo Scarborough with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5.
Here.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Jake Elliott be laying the hits down on people, man. If he can get to him.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen.
Wilson hit.
Got him.
Loose. It's out.
Yeah, buddy.
And this is picked up by
Fuck
the
you,
Browns.
Russell Wilson.
And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
That's why you're trash.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong,
is it?
Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you've got to look at it as a first option. Taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Steps away to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On second down, Jackson being chased out left. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Leopard!
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Flush to his right.
No,
So
no, God
56
damn it.
to play in this first half.
Fuck.
We'll come back to Tampa
I shouldn't have ran,
after
but I
this
did.
timeout. We
I
remind you
didn't
that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Flushed out right.
You're supposed
And
to
he's
throw the
able
block
to get
for
it
me,
down to the
dumbass.
2-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive game. And he'll score. Touchdown. With touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
This one fielded at the 5.
Oh, my God.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, It changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise...
And he's taken
Oh, I
down.
almost had him.
Sack. Ryan Kerrigan in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Sack, baby. Sack, baby. 95, 95.
On second down, Wilson.
Yes, sir.
And incomplete there.
Rip
A
that
nice
motherfucker.
hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On third down, Fournette. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Oh, all right, so I
Now a
got
timeout
43
called
seconds.
defensively by the Browns, as they'll stop it with
And
just over
I don't
40
know where I'm
seconds to
gonna be
go
on
in the
field,
first
but-
half. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Now it's Ginn.
Damn it.
That'll be a 50-yard
I
punt
wouldn't
with
have
8
tried to
on
juke
the
that
return.
first
And the
guy.
Browns will take
I think
over
I'd have been
first
fine,
and 10.
but I did. So.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now.
Play this
After
up.
the incomplete
Let's see if I can
pass
get a
here
good
now
run here.
is second and 10. On second down, here's Barkley.
Oh, my
And he
God,
got blown
you
up
shit,
on that
you
play.
piece of
Back
shit.
at the 20. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The Browns on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Jackson.
Oh, that's a pick.
In
God
heavy
damn it, I got
traffic,
hit.
and it's intercepted.
I got hit when I threw it.
Picked off by Akeem Talib.
There, I got
And
smacked.
these
There was
guys
nothing I
have
could
got
do
it
there.
back at the closing stages of the first half. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're very deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Second and 10 now, Wilson. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Gets it to Benjamin, it's caught. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And Butker able to put this one through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're still down, but they are able to salvage 3 here heading into the lockers.
This is what you work on from the beginning of training camp. Heading into the half, put some points on the board. No matter what the score says at that point, you've accomplished what you set out to do.
Alright, let's see if I can get a good run here.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it.
Take that out of bounds.
Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them.
5 yards.
You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
No, God damn it. Fuck me.
Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A second down pass play
I was
there, but
running,
it's
man.
incomplete.
God damn it.
I know our vantage
I'm
point
trying
might
to
be a little
stop
bit
before I
better
throw
way
it.
up here.
It just
That
doesn't
looked
work.
like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Sanders has it over
Got
the
him.
middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Yeah, I'm not playing
It's a
so
gain
hot
of 10, and the Browns are
passing-wise.
going to get a first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
This quarterback now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley. And able
God
to
damn
get
it.
a
See,
couple
like,
as he's
they
across
are,
the
like,
40 to the
insane on the
41.
running game.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Now it's Jackson dancing to his
I'll run
left.
this.
He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially the second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Got him.
Into the end zone.
I'll take that
for a
touchdown.
Browns
Thank you,
touchdown.
EP.
In for the score. And the Browns add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't
plays.
it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This is taken at his 4. Spins by. And
damn.
return here, he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
That. The hits on this game is just...
Here comes the Buccaneers
insane.
offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script.
I don't know where everybody was at, but
other teams
glad
just
that
go,
happened.
okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now Wilson on first down. Fights loose. Escaping the pressure.
Oh my
right.
god, my analog stick's fucked up.
And he's brought down.
God damn it, man. I don't know if you guys have these things. These little fucking... God damn it. Little grip things for your analog stick are such fucking bullshit, dude. Like, when they pop off, they hurt you when they help. Like, I got fucked right there because of this. I'm pissed off about it.
Hey, we got 3, we got 3.
Fournette, a first down carry.
It's about to pop off again, dude. What the
maybe
fuck?
A full 3 down to the 32-yard
I didn't even mean to call a timeout.
And now a timeout
I
called
just wasted my
defensively by the
fucking shit.
Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll run it again with Fournette. And not much running room. Down to the 32. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On third down, Wilson. He's got him.
No way, dude.
That's complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his third touchdown now on the year.
Really, guys?
The Bucs have made this a one-score game.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes
Good job, guys.
play in the end zone.
I'm so glad y'all guys
the coach
are
looked at the
covering the
two-point
first
cheat sheet and said, go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Jackson on second down.
He's again.
Complete. And
no, I was in bounds.
But not
Dude,
before
fuck
taking it down
you.
inside the 30. A big play that time for Cleveland. 47 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz,
oh my God,
made the
dude.
appropriate
Manual.
calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Here's Jackson, flush to his right.
No way, bro.
To go with it, and he goes down. Whitney Merciless in there to get him for a loss of 5. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On second down, here's Jackson.
Got him.
This is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Emmanuel Sanders, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
Oh, that's a
Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game.
Back now
8
in
minutes,
Tampa,
down by
where the
2
fourth
scores.
quarter will begin with
Hopefully
a
I can
kickoff following the
finish this
score
game
on the
and
final
move
play
on.
of the third quarter.
Fuck.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own
and that's caught inside the
God
5.
damn it, man.
And he takes us down deep into Cleveland territory.
Russell
A big play
full
that
advantage,
time
man.
for Tampa Bay.
Damn,
56 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing.
Got him.
Pressure, and he'll
That's
go
how I make
down
up for it.
back at the 26-yard line.
I'm eating up.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The Bucks on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Can't have it.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory, backed up, in good situation. It didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on the play sheet the entire time.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably
a takeaway. I'll take that.
Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open,
God.
But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. The pitch goes to Barkley. And he's got some space here. Nice move at the 40. And he's brought down. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Let's just keep running. Okay.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Time for a break.
End it.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The toss out to Barkley. And some space here. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Now a toss right to Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
He's not running back on this one. Barkley. Okay, cool.
It's Barkley on the counter.
Oh, I thought he was going to keep going.
Pushes way forward here for a good little gain. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Browns on third down. They've been tough to stop, 8 for 10 so far. This is 3rd and 4. On third down, Barkley.
Got him.
And he'll take it in
Give me
the
that.
end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Saquon Barkley.
Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful.
Oh,
And
fuck.
down he goes, a Buccaneer sack.
But they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And
no
that'll carry
timeouts.
over
They're
the
down by
back line
12.
of the end zone
There's
for a
nothing they can do.
touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Here's Wilson. They'll check this one off to Fournette. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Clock running. The Bucs trying to go quickly and get set. To throw is Wilson. Wide open receiver complete.
You can take these
And
short
he gets
passes.
this inside the
Well,
35-yard
there.
line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And they get up on it quickly and spike it with just a little over 50 seconds to go.
I won't go deep there. Oh, they gave me KB. Let's go. All right, here. I'm getting an interception.
Green 80.
Throwing again here, Wilson. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Again, Wilson.
I'm a bitch.
Now a desperation throw. And this is caught.
Oh,
For the
man.
moment, it's a
Too
touchdown,
bad.
but
We're
multiple
going backwards,
flags
bitch.
down. So let's sort this out.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
Yeah, fuck you, bitches.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this
What?
is caught
No.
for a touchdown.
No.
So
I had that.
everything
No,
here.
that was
This
an
one's not
interception, bro.
over yet.
Dude, that is such fucking
Okay,
bullshit.
game on. Don't
That
go
is
anywhere
such
yet. You
fucking
got a
bullshit,
one-score
bro.
game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's
That
better
is
than not
such
having a chance at
fucking
all.
bullshit.
And that's when you put your leapers and your
Oh
flyers
my
on one
God,
side,
I'm so
get that
fucking
high hop,
mad.
and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be
Thank you.
recovered by the hands team.
Motherfucker.
And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the
put
ball
like
on the
halfway on the
onside
field, I
kick.
guess.
You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Leopard!
Give me my running back. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Get to the line. Lamar. You piece of shit. Alright. That was a victory. And I'm happy about it.
That in this
But
one, Charles. Points,
I'll probably
they
play
were
one
not
more
in
and
the
then I'll
preview.
see
They
when I'm
were
going to play
easy to
Rainbow.
come by.
They were,
But
but it was
anyways,
fun,
thank you guys so
wasn't
much
it?
for watching. If
Because
you guys
both
did
teams
enjoy, please
finding
like
ways
and
to
I'll see you
click.
guys.
And you know
in the next
people who love